Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Hall County Sports Television. I'm your host, Garry Glenn. For those of you that are watching this on Thursday evening, many of you may have just seen our match of the week, which was West Hall and Chestatee in a wrestling match. And for those of you that missed it, well, you can catch it on Sunday, December the 26th, beginning at 3:30 p.m. And in that one, the Chestatee wrestling team taking a narrow 36-32 win over West Hall. West Hall wrestlers on the night with pins included Israel Guzman at 130, Tanner Yates at 145, Anthony Villicon at 135, and Omar Lopez at 119. Diego Sepulveda and Logan Herford and Julio Chavez also took decisions on the night. West Hall also placed third in the team rankings at the Santa Slam at South Forsyth. The following wrestlers leading the way were Tanner Yates at 140 with first. He had 2 pins on Saturday. Logan Herford also placed first in that tournament at 152. Lakin Herford at 103 was third. Omar Lopez at 119, third with a pin. In fact, he had 2 pins on Saturday. Ricardo Mancia at 171, third with the pin with 2 on Saturday. Julio Chavez at 215 placed third. And Jimmy Lopez at 285 placed third. Chris Price at 189 placed fourth. Diego Sepulveda at 119 placed fifth with a pin. And Dorsey Rayford, 125, also placed fifth with a pin. And we bring to the show now Coach Radich, coach of the West Hall Spartans. And this is a busy time of year for you. Even though we're into Christmas vacation now, you guys are just keep on wrestling, and you obviously have to keep on working out, Eric.
Yeah, well, you know, it's much like football, making the playoffs, you got to play and practice through Thanksgiving. Baseball, track, you got to practice and play through spring break. It just happens ours is Christmas break. So,
are you fairly well? We're going to deal with the tournament right now, but you had a couple of wrestlers that actually won gold medals, and they seem to be kind of setting the way for you this year with Tanner Yates and Logan Herford.
Yeah, they did well, as expected. They're both #1 seeds, and finished. Logan's a little was sick, so he fought through some of not feeling well with whatever he's got. But the rest of them, we had 9 in the semifinals, and I think it shows when you look at the people who placed. You know, they dropped back down to the consolation round, but came back strong. So it was a good showing. It was exciting for our kids. We finished 3 points ahead of the 4th place team and 2 points behind the 2nd place team. Wow. So there was a battle there, and it was exciting for the kids.
Well, let's go back to the dual mat that a lot of people have seen here on this channel. It was tight last year, and you won by 1 point. It was tight this year. You lose by 4. You guys seem to have a pretty good rivalry going.
We do, and that's, you know, I'm sure Carey will tell you as well. That's what we're trying to build, regardless of the outcome, is some excitement in the wrestling community, and him tell his guys, you know, next year we want to win 2 in a row. Me tell my guys, you know, we want to get back on top to not only have a good night, but build our programs and build the sport in the community. And
again, it was one of those nights where one team looks like, and that happens in wrestling a lot of times, Eric. It looks like one team's going to dominate. They jump out to a big lead because they win 3 or 4 in a row, and all of a sudden now you're catching up because you're winning 2 or 3 or 4 in a row, right?
Yeah, and that's, you know, some people they're learning the sport. I don't understand, well, momentum, how it swings, and where are we weak, where are they weak, you know, how do our guys match up. So I think as any coach in any sport probably puts a lot of things on paper, and how's it going to play out, where can we score, how can we stop them. And I think both schools had it close, and they had, you know, a few things not go as expected, and we had a few things not go as expected. So,
well, there you go. That makes for excitement. So what's ahead for you now?
Well, this year Hall County Duels moved to the end of January.
Okay.
So normally we'd be getting ready to wrestle that in 2 weeks, right after Christmas. So this year we practicing a few days this week, practice all day next week, and got a home match January the 4th, and then the area duels.
Wow.
So
that's quick.
Yeah. Well, just like everything in life, the season moves quickly. Look back and time's passed. So.
Okay. Well, you're doing well so far. Keep up, okay?
All right.
All right, Coach Eric Radich. Merry Christmas to you, too.
Thank you.
Well.
You too.
Now, against West Hall, the War Eagles secured some key wins and took that 36-32 victory against the Spartans. Scoring the clinching pin for Chestatee was Cody Etris at 140 pounds. But Roberto Castrita at 160 and Aaron Anderson at 215 also won by pin. And taking some key decisions, Daniel Moreno at 171 and Jose Reyes at 103. Reyes winning by technical fall. And we bring to the show now Coach Carey Whitlow of the War Eagles. And that was an exciting match. You guys seem to do this every year for us here.
Yeah, Carey. It's pretty exciting. It's good stuff.
Now, we gave Etris at 140 because he had the clinching pin. We gave him the wrestler of the night. But and Eric Radich pointed out too that one of the really key things though was Chestatee at 160 when he was behind and came from behind to pin. That was key.
That's right. For us, I think it was the very first match at 152 when Taylor Wright wrestled Hereford there, and they were expecting a pin there.
Yeah.
And they got a decision. That's 3 points difference. And Taylor Wright's been out sick a while, and I think he's almost full speed now. And that'll be a good match when we see him again at the county.
Yeah, at the county duels. Well, you know, when you think about Chestatee, pinning instead of being decision, that's a huge swing right there.
That's correct.
A swing of anywhere from 6 to 9 points or something like that.
That's right. That's a big difference, and that's the job of our guys that aren't going to pin or may not win. Their job is to keep from getting pinned, is to keep from getting a major decision. And if we can keep it to 3 and we get a pin, that's like if they get 2 decisions to our 1 pin, it's tied up. And, you know, most people don't realize wrestling is a lot about strategy. And we got the right call when Tanner Yates, when it's just his turn at 140, they had to put the wrestler out first because we won the toss-up. And they put a guy out there, we put Etris, he got the pin, we secured it. Otherwise, it may have been the other way around. It was close.
Well, right, and I noticed you've given us your potential, and we have to say that potential starting lineups, and we do that in football and basketball too. But there was a lot of jockeying around that night. Sometimes we didn't know exactly who was wrestling until after the match or till it got going. But there is some strategy there.
Absolutely. It's you know, we don't line up real well against West Hall to beat them because they've got really good guys where we got good guys, and then where we're weak, they're not as weak, and so you got to play with it a little bit, and it's hard. It's a tough strategy.
I was about to say wrestling has come a long way. We've got some good coaches and good wrestlers now in the county. Whereas in the past that really wasn't.
No, that wasn't true. When you've got a 4'6" weight classes out of 14, you can't win that. And we were told that you can't build a wrestling program in Hall County, and I think that's wrong. Just come and watch us, and you'll find out.
All right. We got some other plans for maybe doing some more televised wrestling. We appreciate you guys helping us out, too, particularly Tim Hoyt, Precision Pressure Washing and Paint, which helped make this happen. Also, he was my sponsor for some of my weightlifting, so I want to thank Tim once again publicly for that. Now, but after that, you guys did wrestling a tournament this past weekend. How'd you do?
We did. We came in 4th in the Raider duels, where we beat Habersham Central, Elbert County, and Stevens County. Then we lost to Commerce and White County again by 1 match again. So again, it's the strategy, like one way or the other. We're 15-6 right now in dual meets, and all 6 of those losses were just 1 match, one way or the other. And Lumpkin beat us, and White County's beat us twice, and both times it's just one of. So we ought to be okay after Christmas. We're just plagued with sickness, as you can hear. Trying to keep kids healthy. And mentally tough that's the hard part.
So coming back after Christmas, what you got?
I know we've got North Hall coming up pretty soon in January, and that's really when we start our season. January is what we consider our season. Before that's our preseason, and we've got the county duels at the end of January. And we've got a lot of matches going on. We've got kids that's we've got 16 wins and 19-1 or 19-2. We've wrestled. We've won 198 matches and lost 141 at this point. That's a lot of matches.
Yeah, that's a lot of matches.
That's a lot of matches.
Absolutely. All right.
But that's how you do it.
Yep. Well, Carey, thanks for taking time out. I know you came in, you're a little under the weather. We've all had a little bit of that, so I'm going to wish you Merry Christmas anyway, all right?
Thank you.
And good luck to the War Eagles, all right?
Thank you.
Okay. Carey mentioned how good the wrestling is in Hall County. Let me tell you about the North Hall wrestlers. They took the team trophy at the prestigious John Smith Mountaineer Tournament in Dahlonega A lot of individual gold along the way for there. Taylor Merritt at 103, Clay Williamson at 119, Tyler Kratzer at 130, Shane Doster at 171, and Lee Sisson at 189, all won first-place medals. Picking up thirds were Matt Joy at 112, Tyler Goss at 125, Cody Wilson at 116, Alejandro Gonzalez at 285, Cam Howell was fourth at 215. And next week, we plan on having Trojan coach Jay Hargis with us right here on this show. And East Hall took a couple of wins, Vikings beating Riverside Military and George Walton Academy. Christian Vergara, Carlos Negron, Taylor Echols, Cody Suderman, J.D. Holloway, Robert Williams, Salvador Rivera, Kentavious Johnson, Martin Becerra, Edward Vergara, Jose Escobedo, and Gabriel Yop, all picking up victories for East Hall on the night. We're back with more Hall County sports right after this.